Cutie Patuti, welcome. I know that you clicked on the video because, as a matter of fact, I'm going to share a very specific message with you and for you. So we're going to go on a short walk. You're also going to get to see that beautiful sunset actually over there. I'm on Mount Potosi out here in Nevada. And I was like, let me just pull over because this message that I've been getting, the download that I've been receiving, it's been very specific. It's very specific towards certain people out there that are gonna watch this video. So I want to welcome you here. Now, one of the things that I've been really feeling internally for the collective is that you're someone, a group of people, beautiful souls out there that that you're not meant to work for other people. A lot of you have these gifts within you. You have this immense amount of energy that's been like laying dormant, and that you want to awaken that within you. I feel like that this is some sort of a dream and a goal deep in your heart that you have been wanting to resurrect for a long time. It's a deep desire within your heart that you want to awaken, and that desire is actually going to help humanity and society and people in many ways, okay? And I feel like that for many of you, I'm getting some of you have been wanting to start your own YouTube channel, or maybe you want to start a podcast. There is something about you, overcoming this fear of being seen and finally putting yourself out there on social media. Some sassy shit out there. And I think that's going to be amazing because this video right here is a confirmation for you. I don't know if you've been waiting to see some sort of a confirmation. You've been waiting to see that one video. And I'm also going to share like how I have been able to really, manifest the desires of my heart and respond to the call of my gift that I've had. So, like literally, I have my car, I have my car right there parked, but I was like, I'm just gonna pull over. So that's how important this message is. You know what I'm saying? So basically, here is the thing. Your fear of being seen has been holding you back, okay? And I think that maybe it comes from your childhood, it comes from your culture. For some of you, it could come from the society. You maybe grew up in an environment where you were told to be silent. You were told not to speak, especially if you are a woman, if you are female, the divine feminine, and you're watching this, and maybe your parents, because they were programmed to do so, right, told you not to speak, not to express yourself, or your culture, your environment tried to silence you. Remember, that's a programming. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't believe in none of the other stuff. That's a programming that has been basically trying to keep you captive into the matrix. But this video is going to set you free because I said so. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you probably, even if you're a divine feminine, I have a message for divine masculine also. So 1 second. You have voice, something about your throat chakra that's actually opening up. A lot of you might have been feeling some tingling movements, coughing, whatever with your throat. That means that your throat chakra is opening up, especially if you have been feeling like you want to express yourself and you want to speak yourself, and the more you set boundaries, the more you express, the more you express your thoughts, okay, speak confidently, the more confident you get. So it's like almost you're building this muscle. And I'm also seeing visually here, some of you have been feeling like some sort of shackles around your throat, and that is something that is going to get removed. Why? Because you're someone that you are meant for greatness. You're someone that you are meant to speak and to be the voice of the voiceless. You are someone that you are meant to also protect and protest maybe for the minorities, okay? The minorities can be anything. If you know, right? The minorities, those are like groups of people that have been probably secluded and from the society. They have been like kind of an outcast, and that is something that you have a strong desire for. Maybe you want to create art. I'm getting here painting, drawing, writing songs. Maybe you even think about making a movie to tell a story about the people who have been outcast, who have been a minority. That could could come anywhere from culture, color of the skin, to sexual orientation, a medical condition, anything, right? So, and you want to basically break the stereotypes. You have that big desire within you. And, at the end of this video, you're going to connect the dots even more and understand why I'm saying those things. For the divine masculine here, there is definitely something about you expressing yourself freely. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like that you want to become some sort of a holistic approach teacher, or how society has tried to also suppress men, or men cannot cry, if you cry, I don't know, you're like a girl or you're feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in a culture, in a society like that, and I never subscribed to that because I don't care what the society would always say, always. And although there was a lot of difficulties and obstacles, right, sometimes it just wouldn't be able to really fight against that. But I just know that if you're a divine masculine watching this right now, and you have been through a lot of hardships and difficulties growing up in your childhood, and a lot of obstacles that you've experienced, that is something that actually can be a catalyst for you to create your path. You could help other men who also maybe they struggle with mental health. There is something about men's mental health that you have been strongly recognizing and realizing that you want to be an advocate for that, and you are someone that you want to definitely move with agency, confidence. So congratulations, bro. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, dude, if you want to do that. And any gender, anyone can do this, but I'm just getting those specific messages if you have come across to this video. I think a lot of you have consumed enough content. Also, it's time to create, okay? A lot of you have consumed enough just watching other people maybe succeeding, or maybe even, just in general consuming content, right? That could come in terms of, like, for example, it could be, let's say, consuming content of family, consuming content, I'm saying, like what your family taught you. I'm sorry. Well, like what your family specifically taught you. You know what I mean? Maybe they told you, oh, you got to watch the news with us. You got to watch this. You got to watch that. Like, you're wanting to stay away from that, especially if you're still living with certain groups of people. Sorry, my thought was like going also something else that I'm going to keep in my mind to share, because I'm receiving like some downloads right now. Another thing here is you basically are going to create, like, no longer are going to hold on to what the television or what the other screen, what the people are trying to tell you, and if you've come across to this video, I really want to be an inspiration for you to start creating. Just hit record and start creating and start talking, because you will always get to the right audience. Your frequency will always attract your tribe, your vibe, your tribe. You will always connect with so many amazing people out there that is going to be incredible. I personally, like, literally, when I created this channel, I wrote down in my journal that I want to connect with people that actually I can connect with at a very deep level. And I manifested you specifically to come into my vortex months ago. I always knew that. And here you are, right? Whether you're returning cutie patootie, whether you're brand new, you just clicked on this video, who is this guy in a cowboy hat? So yeah, it's about creation, okay? Tapping into your creator mode, because we also come from the source and we are meant to create, right? And I think that a lot of you are going to be like literally transmuting, like transmutation, right? Taking a lead, turning into gold, taking a dirty, dusty potato and turning them into some French fries and serving them with some ketchup. So you're going to start actually talk about the hardships and the difficulties that you have been personally, and you're going to transmute them, and you're going to inspire people. It's not about how, it's just about doing right now. It's about being. And remember, your authenticity is going to get you so far, because nobody can outdo you. Nobody can try to compete with you. And that's why I always say, it's one of my mantras: I don't compete, I dominate. The reason why is because I don't see no competition with anyone, because competition is an illusion, first of all, right? And most importantly, it's like, who am I here to compete with? If I'm being my authentic self, right? What is the reason? What kind of a good would it do to me and to the society if I was not authentic? And that's why we are here where we are today within like 7-8 months. So you're someone that you're very authentic. And the time has come for you to really give yourself that 90-day window for the next 3 months, because your life can immensely change and shift. If you set a goal to actually start creating something, start working on a project, start writing your book, I don't know, maybe if you start writing a book, like let's say 45 minutes a day, which would be ideal. instead of scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, right? It would literally give you that opportunity to create something, and you are going to see results one way or another. We live in such a fast paced, accelerated age right now, the age of Aquarius, which is all about innovation, right? Something is gonna happen. You never know who's gonna watch you. You never know who's gonna click on your video or want to see your art or actually want to read your book. So please, um, do yourself a favor and humanity a favor and just get yourself out there, because you're meant to be seen. Do not worry about the looks. Do not worry about this and that. And always remember, if you ever have fear of, like, maybe you don't want to be judged, or what if these people are going to say about me, you're going to gain a strong immunity about that. I think that you're going to come to the realization and achieve a certain level of consciousness and understanding that no matter what people say, it has nothing to do with you. Like, especially if the people that say like bad stuff or negative stuff, don't be afraid of that, because everything is a reflection of what's going on within a person. Period, point blank, period. Anyone that says anything to you, right, that's coming from a low frequency, low vibration, that's where they're operating from. So unless it's a constructive feedback, that's different. But if you want to put yourself out there, you're gonna recognize that you're gonna see a lot of people coming in, but these people also, you're gonna set an example for these people, to find healing within themselves. So that's another topic, but let's focus about like you specifically. I feel like you are someone that you have been wanting to, put yourself out there, create the content, make that video, write that book, write that song. There is a gift within you. You could be even very psychic person, so you could be wanting to do tarot. You could be wanting to also, I'm getting to create some sort of a holistic approach with herbal teas or something like that, or herbs. That's what I'm getting. Do it, because there is definitely that group of people who are going to need your services, right? Who are going to need to, see what is it that you have solved in your life. What is the solution? What is it that you can help with them? And, you should be compensated for that, right? That's just the reward from the universe. But also, I've talked about this in my other videos as well, where you really feel like that you are someone that you don't even worry about getting paid. You just want to have humanity. Okay, and this is gonna be your leap of faith. This is going to be your powerful moment when you're gonna, tap into your inner gift. I think this is an ancestral gift within you also. It's like your ancestors have been giving you that gift, that powerful insight within you for you to go out there and to change the world. And it is something that I'm getting, maybe I'm strongly getting like an ancestor of yours, or some like past loved one who transitioned into a different dimension. Could be your brother, could be a grandfather, grandmother, could be a mother for some of you, also father, but someone that was very close to you that maybe transitioned into a different dimension, and that person has been appearing in your dreams, or you can feel that they're actually like almost you can hear them. Then you're not crazy. You're definitely not crazy. I think it's also speaking about your connection to the spiritual realm, right? Seeing behind the veil. And I feel like this is somebody from your life, from your ancestral lineage, that really wants you to put yourself out there and to be very successful, okay? Because you're going to be the one that's going to break the generational curse, break the stereotypes. So the message here that I'm getting for you is that you're supposed to create your own business. You're supposed to create your own empire and build something very profound and leave a legacy on this world and leave a legacy in humanity. It's no longer about fame, status. It's not about likes. It's not about subscribers and numbers. Nope, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm just going. I came this far, I'm going further, and you're coming with me, my cutie patootie. So when you have that mindset, that's why everything happens fast. That's why everything happens organically, authentically, because you're not begging anyone to subscribe or to like or whatsoever. You're just existing, you're creating, you're showing up, you're being, and you're doing something with your whole heart. Like tarot for me is something that I truly, truly love. I love doing it, and I'm going to continue doing it. And I like to do it in a very creative way, right? So one of the things that I see here for you is this is an opportunity for you in the age of Aquarius, the internet, right? It's a web, and if you leave your imprint on it, and imagine how many light workers are out there, how many star seeds and people with spiritual gifts and insights are out there, and I'm sure you are one that's watching this. if we leave our imprint into this world, into this matrix, we're going to actually collapse the matrix, because the new earth already has been formed, according to also like what Eckhart Tolle talks about the new earth, right? The author of The Power of Now. That's a very popular book. I'm sure many of you have read that book. So you're someone that you're truly meant to transmute your pain. There is something about a heartbreak and a breakup and a separation that you have gone through. Maybe some of you also overcame illness. I'm getting cancer free. Maybe you're struggling with something, but that's not gonna last forever. You're gonna actually transmute. You're gonna even create a movie about it, right? And that's the power of transmutation, the law of transmutation, which is talking about you changing your life. Okay, if life is like, what, you know what I'm remembering right now, like if life gave you like lemonades, right? Just make life gave you lemons, make some lemonades out of that. Okay, and just serve. So it's about you turning a bad situation into something good. And like, people who have known me also in my life, they know that I've done that, okay? And I also want to be an inspiration for you to do that as well. You know, me coming from like Armenia, and like my teachers telling me I would never, some of my teachers were like, I don't know, they told me I would never be successful, I would never achieve this, I would never study at the American university. All of the everything they said, I did the opposite. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I'm saying, like, I just set my mind to it and I created it. So despite the fact that odds were against me, okay, I came on top. And the same is what you can do. This is not about me, this is about you. I'm just also kind of incorporating, you know, my experiences with this. So even though you may feel like your circumstances right now, your situation may not allow you to be where you want to go, but I truly believe that you have been blessed enough to have the internet or maybe a phone or something here that you can even set an intention to come into your life so that you can start. All you got to do is just to start. And there is no better time than now. There is no better time than right now, because tomorrow, you know, tomorrow you would rather reap the harvest and the fruits of your, you know, of your work, of your investment, right? Rather than wait. So this is a moment for you. And I just want to say that I'm getting this word of encouragement for you. You have cried enough nights. You have consumed enough content. You have, you know, spent too much time thinking and over analyzing how that business is going to take off, how it's going to be. I don't know, start a YouTube channel, start the podcast, write the book, write the song, paint the art, draw it, you know, and just put yourself out there. The more you put yourself out there, the more you're going to increase your visibility. So I want to say I'm so proud of you that you have come this far. And remember that even though your situation, maybe you have had a very rough childhood, very rough experience, it is not the end of the story. It's actually the beginning of the story. It's about the story of becoming. And that is something that you are going to put into the books. And that is something that's going to leave a legacy on the face of the earth. And I'm also seeing here, like, some of you might have been having fear of public speaking. You know, you're going to overcome that. You're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, whatever I was fearful of, that was actually my gift. So whatever struggle that you might have experienced, that's actually your gift. And I'm so proud of you. I know that you can. I know that you can, and I cannot wait to read your book that you're gonna write, and you know the path that you are going to. I strongly feel like here is that, like, you're starting to really realize the potential that you have within you, that's given to you from the divine, from God, and that's something that you don't want to bury like into the ground and say, oh, you know, I was scared because I was scared of being seen or whatsoever. Just start where you are, like, you know, if you go back all the way back to my videos, you'll see where I started and where things are going. So I want to be an inspiration for you, right? And this video, like, look, I do talk about love, romance, right? Sometimes career, but like, this is specifically for the group of people out there that really have been wanting to put themselves out there and be seen, okay, and serve and slay, because that's what you are supposed to do. You're not meant to just sit there and watch other people do stuff and let your life pass by. That's why I always say, be very intentional with the content that you consume. Be very intentional with what you're giving your attention to, because your attention is the most expensive currency and you gotta guard it with all your heart. So I want to encourage you to keep going. Write down on a piece of paper, okay, write down the letter, whatever you want. For example, career, what profession it is. How would you feel if you were actually achieving? Make circles around it and write down, how would you feel if you were to achieve that desired reality? This is something I've also learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza, right? I just came from the retreat, third time. So how would the best version of you be acting, feeling, thinking? You know, what kind of people would you surround yourself with, right? What kind of books would you read? What kind of content would you consume if you were to be your desired character, your avatar? And that is something that when you start putting your thoughts onto your paper, all of a sudden, all these ideas and brainstorming ideas are going to come to you. They're going to come to you in the middle of the night also, because you're really turning into your system, right? Your brain, and you're starting to tap into this creative force within you that is meant to change lives, right? The legend is within you. Genius is within you. So when you do that, then you're going to start feeling inspired action, and you're going to be very intentional who you are watching, what thoughts are you entertaining, what kind of content you're consuming, and there is a shift that's going to happen within you, and you're going to wake up and you're just going to start taking action. One thing will lead to another, and then you're going to find yourself being in your desire reality. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Oh, this is what I want to say. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I am officially so excited for you. Thank you so much for being in here. But yeah, you ain't meant to work for nobody. You consume too much. It's time for yourself to put yourself out there, you know? So yeah, that's with all that being said, I just want to say I'm very proud of you. I keep you in my thoughts. I know that you watched this video for a reason. If you're meant to be a model, don't care about the standards of the modeling. So I'm saying whatever. Put yourself out there. You're unique. There is an audience. There is big audience waiting for you. So this is what I had for you, all you beautiful people. Thank you so much for being here. Please keep that beautiful smile back up. And I'll see you soon. And that's the beautiful view. Take care. Bye. Love you.